Most meal prep videos make it look relaxing. Soft music, perfectly organized containers, somebody smiling while chopping vegetables like they're in a cooking commercial. In reality, meal prep usually means spending half your Sunday washing dishes, crying over onions, and wondering why cooking 1 week of food somehow destroyed your entire kitchen. So today we're talking about 5 Amazon gadgets that genuinely make meal prep suck a lot less. These aren't gimmicks that end up buried in a drawer after 2 weeks. These are the kinds of tools that actually save time, reduce cleanup, and make cooking at home feel way less exhausting. First up is the Full-Star Vegetable Chopper, and honestly, this thing exists for people who are tired of chopping vegetables for eternity. If you meal prep regularly, you already know how annoying it gets cutting onions, peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, and potatoes over and over again. Your cutting board becomes a disaster, your knife skills suddenly disappear when you're tired, and somehow every piece ends up a different size. With this chopper, you literally place the vegetable on the blade grid, press the lid down, and it instantly dices everything into perfect cubes that fall into the container underneath. It's ridiculously satisfying to use. And if you hate onions, this gadget alone is worth it because it cuts your onion exposure time down to like 15 seconds. Less crying, less mess, less effort. It also speeds things up so much that prepping ingredients for an entire week stops feeling like a second job. Next is the Cuisinart Mini Food Processor, also known as the I'm too lazy to chop garlic today machine. This little thing handles all the annoying prep work nobody wants to do manually. Garlic? Toss it in. Onions? Easy. Homemade sauces, pesto, marinades, shredded vegetables, breadcrumbs done in seconds. And unlike those giant food processors that take up half your counter space and require a full emotional support session to clean afterward, this one is compact and simple. That matters because convenience is the entire reason gadgets succeed or fail. If something takes forever to clean, people stop using it. But this one is small enough that cleanup doesn't feel like punishment. It's especially useful if you cook a lot of chicken because making quick marinades suddenly becomes effortless. Throw in olive oil, garlic, spices, blend for 10 seconds, and your meal prep instantly tastes less depressing. Third on the list is the Ninja Air Fryer, and honestly, air fryers might be one of the biggest meal prep hacks ever invented. The problem with traditional meal prep is that by day 3, everything tastes tired. Oven-baked fries become soggy. Chicken dries out. Vegetables lose all texture. But air fryers fix a huge part of that problem because they reheat food without making it sad. Leftover chicken actually stays crispy. Potatoes taste fresh again. Vegetables roast faster and better than in a normal oven. Plus, the cooking speed is ridiculous. You can throw in salmon, chicken wings, or frozen vegetables and have everything done in a fraction of the time. For people who hate waiting around while an oven slowly preheats like it's preparing for battle, this thing feels life-changing. It also helps reduce oil use while still giving food that crispy texture everyone wants. And if you live in a small apartment or have a tiny kitchen, it's way more practical than constantly using a full-size oven. Now let's talk about something less exciting but weirdly useful, the OXO Good Grips Salad Spinner. I know, nobody gets excited about salad spinners. But if you buy lettuce for meal prep, this thing makes a huge difference. Wet lettuce is the fastest way to ruin your meal prep because moisture turns greens into soggy sadness after like 2 days in the fridge. This spinner washes and dries your vegetables quickly, which helps them last longer and actually stay fresh. But the bigger benefit is convenience. When your vegetables are already washed, dried, and ready to use, you're way more likely to eat them instead of staring at them until they expire. Meal prep works best when healthy food is easy to grab, and this gadget quietly solves that problem. And finally, the Cuisinart Hand Mixer. This one is perfect if you prep breakfasts, bake, or make anything involving mixing. Pancake batter, eggs, whipped cream, sauces, protein desserts. It handles all of it without the annoying cord situation. And you don't realize how much cords get in the way until you stop dealing with them. No dragging appliances around the kitchen looking for outlets, no tangled cables touching ingredients, and no giant heavy stand mixer taking over your counter space. It's lightweight, rechargeable, and convenient enough that you'll actually use it regularly instead of letting it collect dust in a cabinet. So no, these gadgets won't magically make meal prep fun. You're still going to wash containers. You're still going to get tired halfway through cooking. But these products remove a lot of the frustrating little things that make people give up on cooking at home. And honestly, making meal prep even 50% less annoying is probably enough to help you stick with it longer. I have put the links to these gadgets in the description box. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to more home and kitchen finds.